Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to this episode of DBate, an original podcast by the Damac Group. I'm joined today by Eleni, and we're very excited to be here at the 40th anniversary celebration from the beautiful Dubai.
Amazing, huh?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Now, of course, we want to start talking about all the amazing things that have been achieved by Damac in terms of going back years and decades ago all the way till today and being able to recognize all the wins over the years. Now, Eleni, as you know, Damac comes from quite humble beginnings when you go back to 1982. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
So they started from a little business in catering and logistics, and then they just spread around the world, all continents, 10,000 people, hundreds of thousands of customers. And there's still so much true to their heart, to what they want to offer and deliver to their client, which is the sense of community and being all together, happy and in a safe place.
Absolutely, and I mean, the catering business, I think, goes back to 1982, and it extends beyond catering, and this is something that many people are not actually aware of when it comes to Damac, is a lot of these businesses are actually still standing today, and they support and supply many clients from ADNOC to the US military, and the list goes on. So it's just quite interesting for those who know Damac as Damac Properties to actually know that going back to 1982, this all started from logistics, and this is where it is today.
The main thing is here is they have such a diversified portfolio. So they start from logistics, as you said, and then they are in real estate, they are in retail, they are in fashion, they are in even education and health and data centers and technology. And sometimes you say, you are amazed of the different things they can actually put together, and they can reflect the needs of the world, not only for today, but for the next another 40 years for Damac.
All right, our next guest needs absolutely no introduction. He is none other than the chairman himself of this amazing establishment, Mr. Hussein Sajwani. Thank you very much for your time, and thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, what an achievement, what an accomplishment. Looking back at the organization from 1982 at the humble beginnings and where everything is today literally gives me goosebumps. Tell us a little bit more. What are you expecting to see tonight?
We're celebrating our 40th anniversary and the accomplishment we've done. Where I started in a small apartment in Abu Dhabi. I was employee of Gasco and used my apartment as an office, and we grew from there. Today we're very happy. We delivered 42,000 luxury units. We are in more than 10 cities around the world. Toronto, we have 5 projects. We delivered 50-story tower in London. We're doing a project in Miami, other 6-7 Middle Eastern cities, Jordan, Lebanon, Jeddah, Riyadh, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. Alhamdulillah, Dubai is growing under the leadership of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, and we're very, very excited about going forward.
MashaAllah. Now, obviously, the name Damac has become a household name here, not just, in the UAE, but the region, and it's expanded globally. What was the main drive behind that? What made you think, let's start growing outside of the UAE, outside of the region, into the rest of the world?
I wake up in the morning and I do my best, and everything else God directs me, and He's behind my success. And of course, everybody that I deal with. But we saw the opportunity, the property, and we work hard, and we took the risk, and we, encash on it. And we had our challenges in 2009, and we stood in that year, and we did everything we can, and we survived. And alhamdulillah, from there, God has been great.
Quick question. A lot of people actually look up to you, obviously, as a success story, inspiration. What makes Mr. Hussein Sajwani tick? What motivates you? What drives you personally?
When I see some of those towers, when I go to Damac Hills and see beautiful community, happy people moving around, kids playing, artificial beach on the weekend, and of course those are accomplishments that you look for.
Thank you very much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor on DBate, Mr. Hussein Sajwani, the chairman of Damac Properties. So, Eleni, let's talk a little bit more Damac Properties.
Yeah.
The amazing progress, taking such huge market share in 2022 and it's all because of some of the latest launches that they've had. You were mentioning them earlier.
They got like Safa 1, Safa 2, Cavalli, Gems, Elegance, and you know, this gave them like 400% year-on-year growth from last year.
Absolutely.
This is not a number that can easily get just like that in any of these, especially when it comes to real estate.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, over 700 real estate brokers,
new brokers
assigned recently.
Yes.
And I mean, when you look at that sort of growth and that sort of market share, it's just absolutely mind-boggling, to be honest with you. Now, some of the amazing accomplishments, not only launching in places like Nigeria and Tel Aviv, but one of the things that I'm a huge fan of, and I was talking to the CEO, Ali Sejwani, a few days ago about launching the Damac application. But furthermore, getting extremely immersed into things like the metaverse, where clients actually have the ability to be able to almost have this lifelike experience of their unit while it's still off plan, along with so many other things.
It's amazing. We were discussing about that in another interview we had, you know, internally with the Damac, and the whole thing about technology is mind-blowing. And it's amazing. They've been doing a road show actually, and they have visited more than 85 cities in 41 countries. It's huge, and to my knowledge, if I remember well the numbers, by the end of October 2022, they delivered more than 6,000 units, and they're going to deliver more than 7,000 units by end of next year.
Amazing.
If this isn't growth, if this isn't fast pace, then tell me what it is.
Absolutely.
It's amazing, 40 years. It's huge time, legacy, diversified portfolio. We discussed about that the other time, but what does this mean for you this day to day?
Well, it's much older than I am.
Is it?
No, but it's very exciting to see, you know, the difference between how old the company is and how old Dubai is 11 years only. So it's great to see that we've developed with the city and we are where we are today, one of the leading property developers in town.
I know you're very much future looking and you want to do more things in the future. What's the one thing you will choose tonight to share with the people around you for what is happening for the next 40 years with Damac?
So we definitely are planning to be in all global cities. We're excited. We'll be launching our first beachfront project in Dubai soon, probably in the next few months. So hopefully in 10 years when we next meet, we'll talk about Hong Kong, New York, Los Angeles, Paris, Germany, all the global destinations.
This is amazing. You are a global leader. I wish you the best. I'm very happy to be here with you today, and let's have a great night tonight.
Amira, thanks for taking the time to be here.
Thank you for being here.
I was very interested in wanting to talk to you because you had the sales department at Damac. Now, when we look back at Amira's background and what you've done and how you evolved, how much sales did you do? And the reason I ask this is because within the family, within the organization, become known that you kind of have to put in your time, earn your stripes before you get to become an official part of the organization.
For sure. So in terms of actual numbers, the year I took over sales relative to this year, we've done exactly 10x. Of 2019 was when I took over the sales department, and that year's sales relative to this year's sales has been 10x.
What do you think was the main drive behind that? What are some of the tricks for people who are watching the DBate podcast, who want to know?
That's a great question. The biggest driver behind that was being able to listen to the market. We, in the past, before taking over, we had a very small channel broker network that was working with us. Most of our sales was done through our direct channel. And my first initiative was to activate that broker channel. And to do so, I had to go into the market and understand what the issues were for the reasons they weren't working with us. And I think that constructive criticism was a lot of the main driving factors behind the transformations that we then did in order to activate them, but also to better the company at a holistic level.
Right. Now, obviously, sales is a major part of the organization.
Definitely.
And it's what fuels any business out there. And again, for our podcast listeners, DBate, what are some of the tricks? If you had some advice to any of the salespeople out there, whether in the Damac organization or salespeople in general, what sort of advice would you give them?
I think the sort of advice I would give them is to sell what they believe in, because having a customer is a customer for life, and you need to be able to deliver on the promises that you're making. You always look at the long term of a client and their journey, not just the quick win that's possible on the day.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
So let's talk about retail and fashion.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I know, so
And
I'm going to
love
let
the
you talk
brand they
about it.
have.
But the amazing thing is, I mean, when you look at a group like Damac, the last thing you would expect at one point is for them to further diversify the portfolio and enter into fashion. So, and I know you're in love with that area.
Well,
so.
everyone is like, from cement, you go into gems and you go into luxury products that completely beautify the world. Huh? It's a beautiful thing to have.
They've also done something recently with Cavalli.
So
You know all about that.
Cavalli. So I love the story because I'm a fan of Cavalli, and it's so amazing how they decided to buy Cavalli. You know the story behind that?
No.
So what amazes me is how this family is taking decisions on the spot. So I love the story that they say that they were in Milan and they were looking into Roberto Cavalli around. They knew that it was being sold, so they decided, they go there, they do a bidding, and they got the brand across the world. I think they are in 13 different countries around the world already, and it's amazing.
Absolutely, and the partnership that they have going on now with Cavalli, I mean, this has become one of the hottest projects in Dubai.
Yeah, beautiful, luxurious, a piece of art actually.
Now, it's not just restricted to Cavalli or fashion, by the way, but one of the most important aspects and amazing things about Damac is the ability to actually expand globally. I mean, you look at the group now, and I was recently in Jordan, and all of a sudden there's Damac. So it's in countries like Jordan, Lebanon, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and a few more.
So it's like they're everywhere, and they're in Miami, and they are in London, and they're in Toronto. And talking with Amira, she mentioned a number of more cities going around. So I think that in the next 5-10 years, you're going to see so many more projects of Damac being out there.
Absolutely, and one of the times when I was talking to the CEO of the group, Mr. Adi Sejwani, he was even talking about emphasis on resorts now.
Yes.
Looking to even further diversify.
They're in Maldives, yeah. So it's about how they can build luxurious projects where people can have a good time and be more of a resort, not only a residency.
And listen, I mean, what a great feeling it is when you travel abroad, or if you go to a place like Maldives and you see a Damac resort there, all of a sudden it gives you that sense of belonging.
Pride,
you know what I mean?
Pride that comes from a region that has been, is in a part of the world, and finally it's a global brand. It's amazing to see you here today, and you have a great event, and as part of the family of the new blood. What does it mean for you to be in an event where it's 40 years and it's almost double your age? Correct.
Correct. So no, it's a great event. It shows you how so much has been done in the last 40 years, and we're very happy with that. And we're looking forward for another 40 years and to keep growing it more and more.
What is the area that you like the most out of the diversified portfolio that Damac has today?
I actually like the property the most still. I love the property, and I think what was done on the property is phenomenal. In just 20 years since Damac Properties was active as part of the group, I think what has been created is something amazing.
You should be very proud of the company, of the family you are, and I wish you the best for the next 40 years. And if you had one thing to share about tonight, what this would be?
This whole company, if it wasn't for the leadership of my father, wouldn't have been built. That's all I can say.
I wish you the best, and you're going to be a great role model as well.
Thank you very much.
We are now joined with Mehdi Sejwani, the youngest of all the Sejwanis. By the way, congratulations on tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, tell us a little bit more with this amazing event.
So it's the official 4th year anniversary of Damac, and I just want to say first off that I'm extremely proud of my father and my siblings for how much they've worked hard for this, and extremely proud of a lot of people here for helping us go through this journey. And it's just amazing really how more than double my age this company has been going on.
Absolutely.
And even older than my eldest sibling and my eldest brother. And it's just amazing, truly. And we thank all of you for coming, especially.
I heard that in your family, you all have to put in your time to earn your stripes to be a part of the actual organization. Tell us very quickly, as the youngest in the family, what sort of work do you do in the organization, and how much work do you actually put in?
You see, I'm still in school, I'm in grade 11, and then we have holidays, but for me it's not really holidays.
Right.
So what I do is, my father, he tells me when my school holidays or when I have time, that I go to the office after either after school times or when I have holidays. If I'm in Dubai, I go to the office and I learn more about the company as much as I can. And me personally, I have my own company, which is called the MHS Sports Academy, which is based in Damac Hill. So I try to work as hard on that as possible, and just to learn more about the company and to get a feel of it from a young age, really.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The youngest of the Sejwanis, Mehdi himself. Thank you very much for your time. Mr. Khalid, welcome here. By the way, we're all very excited. We hope you are. 40th anniversary of Damac.
Yep.
What are you expecting to see tonight?
Man, the thing with Damac is you never know what's gonna happen, right? I mean, they're always like the forefront of building new things. They've always got new projects. They've always got something exciting in the pipeline, and it's kind of shown with their events. You know, they're giving you a bit of a taste when you walk in here, and they've got some amazing shows lined up. I know that's going to be super exciting.
Absolutely.
But other than that, like the exciting thing about these types of events is you never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And as like a creator in that space, not knowing what's going to happen is always exciting.
Are you going to be part of the event? Are you going to be part of the show?
I don't know yet. I don't know if they're going to call me up on stage or
Stay
something.
tuned, you never know.
But again, as a creator, you're always ready. You know? The cameras are always on. But alhamdulillah, you know, it's an honor to be here. I'm hoping I can just sit back for once and just enjoy it and just, you know, celebrate this with Damac and with the people who have made it possible. So I'm excited to be here, man.
Thank you very much.
Anytime,
Good seeing you
brother.
again. We'll see you soon. So earlier I was talking to one of the real estate brokers that were here, and one of the cool things that he highlighted or touched on was they're actually here not for the release of any particular project or to be sold anything, which is something that happens quite often. But this is more, as you mentioned it earlier, an appreciation, a way to give back to the community, to the clients, to the business partners and the real estate companies that work closely with Damac. And here you have this amazing, beautiful event on the 40th anniversary in the beautiful city called Dubai in the open skies with an amazing show. And it's great to see that initiative. And this is something that you were mentioning earlier, which is just such a great initiative from Damac back to the community.
Yes, and you can see that the whole family believes into that. You see the people, you see they are talking about how this country gave them the energy, the vibe, the power to start from here, from a very humble start, and then expand everywhere, but they still come back to their roots and they think what they can do more so they can help the people they work for them, the people they're going to be having as customers, and then the whole community around them across the world. I love that.
Now, I'm starting to hear the music, and I believe that the event is about to start. The show is going to start, so I think we need to relocate.
We need to go, right?
And we need to go check out what's happening right now. I'm excited. I can't wait for this.
Let's do that.
Eleni, what a show. What did you think of the evening?
I loved it. The fireworks, oh my God, how did they do that? And a new Guinness record?
Amazing.
Out of this world,
Absolutely
right?
amazing.
Out of this world.
I got to tell you, my favorite part, I mean, I'm a guy, was the buffet. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That was another episode of DBate, an original podcast by Damac. And once again, thank you to my lovely co-host, Eleni.
Thank you, Omar, for having me today. And it was amazing, okay?
Absolutely. Can't wait to see you on the next one.